Do you ever feel like you're running in circles trying to stay one step ahead? We chase each other's shadows, trying to outsmart everyone else. We all yearn for a simpler, yet more impactful way of living, where success doesn't feel like a constant battle, but rather a natural progression of our actions. Now, there is an ancient philosophy rooted in the wisdom of Stoicism that offers the insights you've been searching for. This profound approach to life teaches us how to harness our inner strength and intellect, to not just face the world but to outsmart it in the most serene and effective manner possible. By embracing Stoic principles, you can find yourself achieving your goals not by competing harder, but by thinking smarter and living in harmony with the very essence of what it means to live a meaningful life. So let's explore how we can apply these Stoic teachings to not just match, but outsmart everybody else. Step 1. Treat others with kindness and compassion. You know how sometimes when we're trying to outdo others, we get very competitive, maybe even a bit cutthroat. Stoicism flips that on its head. It tells us, hey, instead of trying to beat everyone, how about you treat them with kindness and compassion? Marcus Aurelius once said, "What is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee." What he meant is, if something is not good for everyone, it's usually not good for anyone. Think about it. When you genuinely wish others well, even those who might not be on your favorite people list, you're doing something unexpected. You diffuse tension and anger, not with more heat, but with empathy. So by embracing this Stoic principle of treating others with kindness and compassion, you're not just being a good human, you're strategically setting yourself apart. You're building a network of positive relationships that will help you grow and outsmart the competition, not by pushing them down, but by elevating yourself and those around you in a way that's genuine and deeply impactful. Step 2. Be mindful of impermanence. So here's a thought that's both simple and yet extremely profound. Everything changes. The good times? Well, they won't last forever. The bad times? They'll pass too. Stoicism teaches us to keep our calm through all of life's roller coaster rides. When you're riding high, it keeps you from floating away into arrogance, and when you're hitting a low, it's there to remind you that this isn't the end of the story. You're not getting too pumped up with success, nor are you letting failure knock you down. You're steady, stable, and let's be honest, pretty impressive to everyone watching. While everyone else is getting swept up in the moment, losing their heads over a win or spiraling over a loss, you're the one keeping it together. You're making smart, calculated decisions because you're not letting the highs get to your head or the lows drag you down. You're playing the long game, and in the long game, it's the steady hand that comes out on top. Step 3. Avoid excessive emotions and passions. Life's full of events that can get our emotions running wild, like anger, jealousy, fear. Stoicism teaches us to take a step back and not let these feelings take the driver's seat. Think about it. When everyone else is reacting impulsively, driven by the heat of the moment, you're the one staying cool. You're not ignoring your emotions, you're just not letting them boss you around. This doesn't mean you're emotionless, far from it. You're just choosing which battles are worth fighting and approaching them with a clear head. And here's how this helps you outsmart everyone else. While they're tangled up in their feelings, making hasty decisions or burning bridges, you're moving forward with purpose and peace. You've got this inner tranquility that comes from knowing you're in control. It's a game changer. By avoiding excessive emotions and passions, you're not just gaining peace of mind, you're setting yourself up for success. You become someone who's respected for their composure and sought after for their wisdom. Step 4. Train your mind through logic and discipline. Your mind is like a muscle. Just like hitting the gym helps your physical strength, there's a way to get your thinking stronger, more flexible, and incredibly sharp. This isn't about just knowing. It's about understanding how to think. And Stoicism is all about that brain workout. You might be wondering, how does this help me outsmart others? Well, here's the thing. When you train your mind to think critically and logically, you start seeing things others miss. You can navigate complex situations with ease, come up with solutions on the fly, and communicate your ideas clearly and persuasively. It's like playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. By committing to this kind of mental discipline, You're not just learning, you're expanding your capacity to learn. That means faster problem solving, deeper insights, and yes, a significant advantage over those who don't invest in their mental fitness. Remember, sharpening your mind through logic and discipline isn't just about being smarter. It's about becoming a more effective, resilient, and insightful individual. That's a certain way to outsmart everyone else, not by brute force, but through the elegance and power of a well-trained mind. Step 5. Pursue virtue and wisdom. Stoicism isn't just about being smart, it's about being good. Why aim to be the cleverest person in the room when you can be the one who's most respected for their character and insight? But how do we get there? It starts with a commitment to never stop learning, to always aim for the best version of ourselves. It's about seeking truth, understanding what's right, and then doing it. Not because it's easy, but because it's right. And the cool part about focusing on virtue and wisdom, it naturally leads to happiness. The Stoics believed that by living a life aligned with virtue, you're setting yourself up for true contentment. You're not chasing after quick wins or short-lived pleasures. You're building a foundation that lasts, creating a life that's not just good on paper, but genuinely good. By dedicating ourselves to this pursuit, we're not just outsmarting others in a superficial sense. We're achieving a kind of success that's more meaningful and lasting. It's the difference between winning a sprint and winning a marathon. Sure, both are achievements, but one carries a deeper sense of accomplishment and growth. We can truly outsmart everyone else, not by diminishing others, but by elevating ourselves and contributing to a wiser, more compassionate world.